know, it's Oshea and it's
Harry Baker.
Reporting from Leeds at the Don't Flop 6th
birthday.
Yeah. Pricks.
Battlerap.com.
Battlerap.com. Okay.
New reporters.
Yeah. So Harry. Do you want to ask some questions? I can't think of a thing to say, to be honest.
Sure, I'll jump in here. Leave it to a professional here. Hey, this is Chris from BattleRap.com. I'm with these guys. They've just battled. What did you think of the battle, Harry Baker?
I enjoyed it. I was outside before practicing, being nervous as usual, and someone said just remember to enjoy it, and kind of I remember that's why I do this. You know, I'm not pushing a mixtape or anything. Right. You know, I do the spoken word thing, so I kind of come into this for fun. And
explain a little bit to anyone who doesn't know about you as a spoken word artist, kind of where the differences are between battle rap and spoken word poetry.
The lines blur these days, I feel. And so kind of the angle you're a poet, you know, it holds a certain weight. So for me, it's about knowing the audience. You know, when I do poetry, I do the same poem many times, so I know where the pauses are. With a battle, you never know when the punches are going to land. You have to have flow with it as well. You can't wait for laughter and it doesn't come because then it just sounds awkward. So it took me a few battles to learn that. And you know, at me at heart, it's still about wordplay. That's what I love doing. You know, I do it for the humor side of things. I'm not going to get aggressive, but you know, there's MCs who can do spoken word. There's spoken word people who can do rapping. Not everyone can do both. Not everyone can do one of them, but yeah. And
Oshea, how would you define the difference between battle rap and spoken word poetry?
Fucking hell. Don't hit me with that one. He knows, I don't. To be honest, the rap group that I'm in, the other rapper, the main rapper out of our group who I rap with, Rick, he does the same stuff that Harry does. And even though I didn't let anybody know on stage, but I actually go to a lot of the spoken word stuff, and I find it pretty similar. The only difference is my mate Rick, as Harry was saying, performs the same stuff every week for a year, and you get to up. He's got to that point where he knows everything, every second, when to roll his eyes, when to look to the right, when to look to the left, and you can't do that in battling. But I actually think battling's not. I wouldn't say battling's harder than doing spoken word poetry. So I think your audience in spoken word poetry is probably harder than your battle audiences.
And so a lot of this was kind of your return to the ring. It had been, I guess you battled Big J, you battled Charlie Clips here last year. A lot of your content was how you feel like, you know, you've gone to shit and it's like all these new kids coming up on the scene. Is that a reflection of how you feel about battle rap right now?
It's not a reflection of how I feel. I mean, obviously what I was saying was in jest, but it's true, you know what I mean? I'm not stupid. I'm not one of the main guys anymore, you know what I mean? But I'll still put on a show and that, but to be honest, it was only till about 4 or 5 days ago that the third verse even entered to do it, because I had 3 verses, all not bars but jokes, and it was just me mate, me bird and my brother who was saying to me, you should do an angle that you've gone so shit, because of the stuff at the start I had in the first round, the first 2 bars, I said you should make a verse out of it. So I did, and as I started doing it, because it wasn't I didn't have to really think about it. It was very easy to rap, so it was very easy to perform on stage. So it was more of a performance that last round than a fucking verse, do you know what I mean? It was nothing like my first 2. My first in particular, I'd rapped in my first, my second one just went jokes, and then my third one was a performance, like so. And
Harry, so you're fairly new to the Don't Flop scene. Oshea has been around a long time. How do you see him, you know, as a performer in your eyes?
Let's hear this. Yes.
Like when the name got mentioned, I felt like that was the perfect opponent for me, because I mean, I'd watched loads of his battles anyway, but then, you know, like the Charlie Clips and the Ogmius one, it just, what I wanted in this battle was to get the atmosphere back, and you know, the old Oshea battles, it's fun and he laughs along with the things, and so, you know, when Charlie Clips gets stuff on his trainers and then becomes awkward, or when Ogmios you know, was breaking down your style to the extent that it wasn't fun anymore. I wanted to bring jokes and I used to bring jokes, so the general battle was fun to watch. And I felt like I did that, and you know, some of the wordplay-based stuff became slightly about an angle about how he's fallen off, but I didn't want that to be the main point because I knew that he knew that and would come with stuff about that, and so I didn't want to just have everything I said rebutted because it was all based in humor sort of thing.
Right, cool. And what's next for you?
I've got a book out in December.
Book out.
So
Okay.
I'm pushing a poetry anthology as opposed to a mixtape. I'm doing another TED Talk on Tuesday, so this is fucked up my prep for that. But you know, so it's a weird one because I'm very new to the Don't Flop scene, but I'm not new to the performing scene.
Right.
And I've done stuff, and I've done international poetry slams with Henry Bowers and people who also do battling. So it's not. So I've enjoyed getting involved in this, and I think one of the differences with the spoken word is the crowd here do hang on your every word, and they want to react and they want to laugh or do a sound, and that's fun to play with. But I think, I'm in my final year of university studying a maths degree, so and like when I've got a battle coming up, I can't help but watch loads and prep loads. So I don't want to take too many because then I'm not writing poems anymore, and that's still my main thing.
Right.
So.
And what's next for you, Oshea?
My album drops on the 3rd of January. It was meant to drop the 20th of November last year, but we had when the album got signed, we had all the stuff that we had on there was all copyrighted, so we had to completely change the whole album, go through everything and do everything. But that drops probably on the 3rd of January. They've told me about 15 fucking dates since the last thing, but that's the next one that we're getting sold. And I don't know if anyone from Liverpool sees this, but if you're in Liverpool, Django Drift, I'll be there, yeah. So that's it, yeah. We do a freestyle night, scratch and spit, and actually we've just started doing a comedy rap battles night with comedians from all over the country. And we had one night and it went very well, and there's another night coming up in January. On camera, Harry, do you fancy doing it, mate?
Yes.
Yes, sorted. Main event sorted. Thank you.
Cool. All right, thank you, battlerap.com.